Alright, I'm back with the final part. Amnesia, the Dark Descent. So, I now know how to make the potion for this guy, but I can't access the room yet. It's in that boarded up room upstairs, but I guess that's kind of a spoiler. I don't fucking care. I want to get the good ending, you know. I think this is the final place we need to go. Chance cell. Pretty sure. Oh shit. Is this place different? I don't know. No. Same. Oh fuck! Oh my god, what the hell? What the fuck was that? Sleep? Oh! That was meant to happen. What the fuck? There was like a bajillion guys. Oh man. Oh, you're so nasty. Oh, look at that booty though. Alright. Hey, at least we got a bucket.
Worried. Quite frankly, I'm not sure what to do with you. I hold no grudge against you, Daniel. We are so very much the same, you and I.
Is he talking to me right now or is this memory?
Did you really drink from the amnesia?
He's talking to me.
It does explain so much of your behavior. You never did finish what you set out to do. You talked about redemption, how you would face the orb's shadow and save our work and me. I will grant you another chance to redeem yourself. You can wait here and stop the shadow. Friend.
I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put the bucket on my head. Can I? There's a hole. It's locked. Find another way out. How? What the fuck is that sound? Oh. No. Oh shit. Bucket. Chair. What? Bed? Is it a rock? Rock or something? Bucket. Come on now. What the fuck is that? Alright. Oh! Oh! Fuck, I didn't. Ooh. Ooh. Oh! 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 Oh. What? Oh, what the flip? Help me, chair. What is going on? Can I go back? No. What the fuck was that even? Green bottle, cool. Alright, where am I going? There's a key in the pipe, but it can't be reached. Chair! No. Locked. Bucket! Wooden bucket. Heals. Alright, if there's a monster here now, if the monster comes, realistically what do I do? What on earth is going on? Did I do that? No, it fucking... I don't even know what just happened. I'm so lost. No. There's little left to say. I write solely to prevent myself from revisiting the memories of these last few days. If I'm fortunate, I will fall asleep and time will pass without effort. I've begun to wean myself of my prison. When I first arrived, I felt like I was being buried inside a tomb. But now I feel the close walls comforting me. As long as I'm in here, there's no pain. The walls protect me from the outside. I even laughed earlier as one of my wardens dropped a key down the pipes. It gave me hope for a second, thinking I could escape. If only I knew somehow to... If only I could somehow reach from here. In my dreams, Alexander, I'm king. In my dreams, I best you and escape your clutches, and return with all the knights of the realm carrying pistols and sabers. In my dreams. Something exploded the wall. I don't even know what that was. And now there's rocks here, maybe? No. Just a bucket. Rope. Crank that. Wrong way. Crank it. Back up. Oh yeah. Or not. Oh, I need to put the bucket on. Right. Put the bucket on the rope. Put it down. There we go. Back up. There. So many sounds. There she goes. Bucket of water. Pour it down the drain. And get the key. Ka-ching! Picked up a rusty key. Boom. Boom. Alright, we're out. What the fuck is that? Oh shit! Is it after me? What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way, son! I don't even know what that is. Is that the shadow monster? Is it after me? This way. Oh, not that way. Okay, we're going this way. Left is always right. I should have known. I should have flippin' known. We're running. Oh, water. Oh, no, 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 no. Not the water, not the water. I don't appreciate 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 the water. I don't like it. I don't like it. Alright, this corridor is very convoluted. Let's go. Let's go. Time to go. Time to go. Thankfully, we got a lot of stamina. Oh, home free. Yeah, we're out. We're out. We're out. We're out. Easy. Knave. Got it. We freaking got it. That was easy. Where's the other monsters though? What I don't get. Oh. Excuse you? What am I even pulling up right now? Oh, I already did that. Oh! The note made me pass out. What the fuck? What's going on?
August 1839. Tonight, we will unlock the power of the orb and ultimately banish the shadow hunting me. I feel it closing in on me, and I fear for my life more than ever.
Oh!
Just outside Altstadt lies a small settlement where Zimmerman, a dairy farmer,
Whoa.
lives with his wife and 3 children.
Whoa! This is cool, man.
Went there. Our visit was unexpected, and Alexander was able to strike Zimmerman down.
No. We did some bad stuff here.
As he went to take care of the farmhands, I began to look for the children.
Oh, that's why I collapsed, because I read the letter. This is what the letter says.
We should have more than enough prisoners to finish the ritual.
Oh, we needed to get kids for the ritual, apparently. Bad bombing. Man. We really did that. It's terrible. That's really bad. Shit. Oh, fuck. It's still after me? Oh my god. Alright, everything is goobered up now. Is this the... Is this the lab? No. Alright, time to go back. Because I want to make the potion. I don't want to miss it. What? Oh! Shit! God damn, son! Why? Bro, where's the lab? Where the hell is it? Wasn't it up here? Maybe I'm just stupid. It was up here, right? It blocked off door. I don't want to miss it. I don't want to be a big dumb and miss it. It's gotta be in here. Or even further back. Like, what the flip? What the actual flip? All the way back? Is it over here? No. Maybe I'm just a big dum-dum. Maybe these aren't just stairs. I think they are. Just maybe. Okay. Oh man. No, because I lit these torches. These aren't the stairs I'm looking for. Right? Because I lit them. I lit it up. So I'm not being dumb now. I just gotta find the right ones. Or maybe it reset my lighting. Maybe reset my lighting actually. 'Cause these are the same. But maybe it is here. Oh man, barrels! God damn. Here it is. Okay, let's make the freaking potion. You, Mr. Chair, don't move. Okay. Cool. Whatever. Just like that. Incomplete tonic. And here we put in this thing. Sure, why not? Yep. Cool. We're doing some crazy alchemy right now. And then we put it in here. Or not. There. Then we crunch this up. Crunch, crunch, crunch. There we have it. Wayer's tonic. Alright. Got all the stuff. 100% completionist run. Activated. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. It knows. Ooh. It knows. It knows. It knows. Yeah.
The castle trembled.
Oh.
Here's the chance of collapse.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
The laboratory might be accessible now.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Have this, man. Have that, man. Even though you haven't got a jaw, so I don't know how you can drink it.
Off with the head. And then, whatever happens, get me through that gate.
Off with the head. Off with the head? How? 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 This is not the time to fucking yap. In here. This is a new room. Ooh. This won't budge. Ooh! Bone saw. That's gotta work. That's gotta work. That's gotta flippin' work.
Orbs are left. They sometimes consume themselves or break, then use them.
Alright. Off with the head, Agrippa. Ooh. I got your head now. There it is. Agrippa's head. Can I use it? Alright, I have everything. Let's go. Let's flippin' go kill the guy. Oh, fuck me, man. But, I mean, there is an army of frickers. There's an army of frickers in here. How the fuck am I supposed to get past? There's no way. There's just no way. There was like a million of them. Or something. Ooh. What's that noise? Do I gotta like run or something? Ooh, we're getting down to some ritual. This place is huge. That's a fella. Alright, let's try and avoid him. Oh. Okay, don't go under that when it's... What the flip, man? Stop with that. It's baloney. You just gotta go. Right? I don't fucking know. Just go in here. What? Are you fracking me? Let's make an orb. Oh hell yeah. An adhesive? I thought it said it didn't. Oh my god. Okay. Looks like I just gotta make my way past Mr. Crazy Man over here. Like, what? It fucking attacks me either way. Let's just get this over with, man. I'm tired of the bullshit. Letter.
10th of August, 1839. I cannot believe what I have become.
Yeah, man.
One of the girls escaped and I chased after her all the way upstairs. I hunted her down and... what is her life worth? How many lives can I take before I surrender my own? Sure, I would kill a murderer to save an innocent. But to kill an innocent to save myself? A cold-blooded murderer.
Yeah, man. You got manipulated. And didn't draw a line, man. You did not draw a line. Is there anything else down here? Or not? No, the guys just disappeared. Just a bunch of machinery. Oh! Can I? Not large enough. I don't even know why I have to jam them. Why the fuck would I need to do that? It's for the... oh right, for the portal. Where's the monster again? Shit. Can I not pick up any of this? Come on, man. Should be able to pick that up. One of these. Right. No. I need something big. What about this? Surely not. Let's try it. Dude. How? How the frick? Ooh, rock. That should be big enough. I have a feeling something's gonna happen when I do this. Shot! That's some funky music. I'm sure nothing's gonna chase me now, right? Nothing's gonna go after me. We just did that. Now we can go through with no problem, even though there was a million guys here before. Alright. I'm very uncomfortable. I don't know what to make of this. I just want to kill the guy and be done with it. Bucket of tar. Sticky tar. We're making an orb. We're making Infinity Stone Gauntlet. Boom! Made the flippin' orb. Oh, it's just for the portal. Can I? Oh, it's just... holy shit. What the hell was that? The orb is gone. music. We can go now. We're through. Oh, 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 oh. This is a chase. This is a chase. Inner sanctum. All right. Okay. Even further down. Dude. What is happening? Oh my god, what is happening? Alright, this way I suppose. Like, what the fuck? I don't even know. What am I looking at?
19th of August.
Oh, hold on, I gotta read.
It's not fair. I'm not to blame. I've been manipulated by that demon. He played my guilty conscience and duped me into facing the shadow alone. That vile, conspiring man.
We're gonna get him, man.
Expects me to meet my death as he steals power beyond imagination? Alexander, I will kill you for what you have done. If only the shadow had caught me in London or Algeria, I wouldn't have to suffer this humiliation. You made me a murderer. A monster. And now, I merely await my death. I am too weak to press on. I can hardly stand as my knees fail me. I cannot see as my eyes are dressed in tears. I am as broken as the men I've tortured. If only I could wipe my fear away, as we did with them.
Yeah. That's why we drank the amnesia potion. It's still after me though, right? Like, what the flip? What is this? Blood sample. What? Excuse you? This? Like, what? Oh, it just needed some of my blood. Right. So dark. Actually so dark right now. I wonder what Alexander looks like and stuff, you know? That should have opened the door. Possibly. But we're like... There. Alright, I guess I can open it now. No. What? Oh. That did something. And now we do this? No, that is done. Okay. Through here then. We're going like super insane. We're like actually crazily insane right now. Why though? Just because I... Like that. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, we're passed out. Oh, we're limping. We're like a junkie right now. We're like leaning forward. Bro, you have to get up, man. We gotta go, man. It's time to go. It's time to go. Ooh, it's time to go. Ooh, yeah. This shadow orb chamber. Let's go. It's time. It's time. Whoa. Whoa. Where are you? Oh!
Convinced you to run some errands. Tell me, is everything nice and clear now?
What are you?
The villain, good and evil. Such comforting concepts.
You're naked, man. You're really naked.
Are you so blind that you see no good in me or evil in Agrippa?
What do I do? Oh man. Like, what am I supposed to do? Oh, knock it down with something. Knock it down with something. This! Chaw! What? 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 There's nothing. There's nothing to... Use the head. There's nothing. Are you gonna just not do anything? Oh, shit. Alright. I go back, it won't budge. Alright, what do I need? Like, what? Am I just totally an idiot? Oh, also you're so, like, incredibly chopped. Like, what's the purpose of this? What are we trying to accomplish here? And what do I do, bro? Why can't I use these? Like, huh? What am I doing?
Do you see it?
Oh!
A whole other world.
Oh!
Isn't it beautiful? I can finally
Is that what you're doing?
home.
Can I?
But you
Oh.
and solitary. You will be able to enter. You are still tainted, branded by the shadow. It will consume you either way.
How can I kill you, though? Whoa. Oh shit, he went in. Oh. He's like a naked Saruman or something.
Please, let me go.
Huh? Oh, the shadow. No. 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 It's killing us. We're dying. We're dying. No. Oh, no. No, it can't. No way it's ending like that. No way it's ending like this. No way. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. That's so cap. That's the biggest cap I ever cap.
Thank you, my friend.
That's such fucking cap.
Your sacrifice won't be forgotten. You will be celebrated forever.
What? What? No, 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 no. What? 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 No, 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 no. Please, if I can replay that end, like, yeah, right. What the fuck is going on here? There. Oh my god! I just let him fucking open a portal. Like, what the flip?
I realize you doubt my intentions. Why would I take such extreme measures to save your life? Maybe I'm saving mine too.
What am I doing? Like, I knocked this shit over, right? Knocked this one too. That was a shitty fucking ending. I got like the worst one, but what? Like, what am I doing, bro?
See it. A whole other world.
He did it again.
Isn't it?
Bro, what I do,
I
bro?
can finally return.
Shut up, man. Shut up, man. That's like the worst fucking ending I've ever seen. So I guess there's multiple endings then. Because that cannot be it. Right, because we can knock shit down. Yeah, it's down. Oh.
You are still tainted, branded by the
But how do I knock these down, man? How do I knock him down? Like, how though? So I guess this is one of the endings.
Please, let me go.
Yeah, just kill me, bro. Just fucking kill me. Yeah. Let's get this over with. Come on now. There we go. Is it like glitched or something? Like what the fuck? How do I knock them over? I knocked down one of them
Thank you, my friend.
for some reason.
Your sacrifice won't be forgotten.
I don't even know how I did it.
You will be celebrated forever.
Yeah. Come on now. Come on now. Let's actually knock him over now. But it's like there's gotta be something I'm missing. This is knocked down.
But you
No. Is it stuck in this? No. Oh. Okay. Maybe I can do it. It's thankfully, thank fucking God it has autosaves. Alright, now let's knock it the fuck down.
I know. Don't do that.
One pylon down.
I realize you doubt my intentions. Why would I take such extreme measures to save your life? Maybe I
There! I gotta use WASD. I gotta use WASD.
close, I beg you.
Fuck you, old man. Naked old ass man. I was trying to look, but I gotta use WASD. That's how I do it. Easy. Get clapped. Get clapped, bitch. Ooh, we got him first. Get fucking god, noob. Get wrecked.
It was my greatest triumph, and I never looked back.
Yes, sir.
You think I was afraid, fleeing Brennenburg? Huh. Quite the contrary.
We're going out. We're going out.
I knew it was my purgatory. Hellfire made to wash away my
Are we actually gonna get out of this place? Oh, I can't jump over this.
There's no denying the
Wow.
things I've done.
Oh, this was the way out. It was blocked
I gave
off.
them that awful man. I did the right thing.
Damn. We got out. Awesome. Awesome. What a game. What a horror game. What a game. I mean, that was just like a better ending. Nothing really changed about that. But how do I get the guys ahead? Like, what to do with it? I think I've got to throw it in portal, but if that's open, then how? Because I just lose, right? Let's try that again. But hey, we got the good ending, I guess. Or like the neutral one. I don't fucking know how many endings there are.
I was wondering if you were going to show up. I see Agrippa convinced you to run some errands. Tell me.
You're so
is
naked.
everything nice and clear now? Am I the villain? Good and evil. Such comforting concepts, but hardly applicable. Are you so
I think I've got to put his head in the portal, but I don't know how.
Or evil in Agrippa?
Whatever, man. I gotta like push some of them down. Is that it? Let's try it.
No, don't do that.
Let's push 2 of them down.
Stop it. You are ruining it.
Whatever.
We are so close.
Yeah, open it.
I beg you.
Open it then, bitch. I'm getting sucked.
Maybe I'm saving mine too. I'm just like you, Daniel. A prisoner of circumstance. Trapped in a world I no longer recognize.
Alright, yappa 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 yappa. Open the portal.
Freedom. Will you deny me mine? We are so close. Closer than I've been for centuries.
Open it then. Come on now. There we go. Open the portal.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
A whole other world. Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, open, dude.
I can finally return home.
Alright, man. Let's open it. But I'm gonna toss his head through first. Boom! Boom! Oh, I threw his head in. Oh, then it kills him. Oh, yeah. That's the way it's done. Okay. Oh, and it kills me too, man. Well. At least I saved Agrippa. Oh.
There he is. Do you see him, Vaya? He deserves so much more.
Huh?
Please, help him. I know you can. Don't worry, Daniel. It will be all right.
Will it? Is that like the perfect ending? Huh. Well, anyways. What a good fucking horror game. It wasn't really that... for some reason I thought it would be a little bit longer. Like, there wasn't really that many areas, but... I guess... This is just like the base game, though. I think there's a DLC, too. But yeah, what a great fucking horror game. Like, from start to end, just the atmosphere and everything. And even though it's kind of just like a walking simulator, and some of the encounters are like really scripted and stuff, it was still fucking terrifying to run away from the monsters and stuff. Like, I was shitting my pants through some of that. Some really cool mechanics. Also, you gotta remember this game came out in like 2010 or 2011 or something like that. So it's hold up so well. Like it's so worth a replay. So worth a replay. And I'm very glad that I played it. I'm very glad that I played it. And also there are some there are custom stories for this game. I remember watching PewDiePie play the custom stories, I think. Because there are some of the scares that I vividly, like I remember from like funny montages or whatever, that I remember him playing that didn't happen in this game, if that makes sense. So I think I saw a bunch of scares from like custom stories and stuff. But yeah. I think what I could do is I could search up a video of the lore of this game. Oh yeah, now you see. I got the achievements. Only 5.2% did this. Allowed Alexander to escape in Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I want to search up a video explaining the endings and stuff, just so we can get like a better understanding of it. See. I guess we'll watch this video from 3 years ago. That's super recent.
Welcome to the next installment of Law & Order, the video series where I look at and unpack stories from games. In this one, we'll be looking at a classic, Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Released in 2010, this horror game has stood the test of time. Both developed and published by Swedish developer Frictional Games.
Oh, it was
The
from
terror
Sweden
in these
too.
games came primarily
Of course,
from the
PewDiePie played it.
atmosphere, which, in my opinion, was absolutely perfect. As usual, we'll discuss the plot in its most basic form and then elaborate on certain aspects of the story after. This is largely because the majority of the significant moments that happened actually took place before the events of the game, and we learn of them through flashbacks and notes. There's not really much to the game's events at all. With that said though, this is a 12-year-old game, and although most of you have already played it, there will be spoilers in this video, and potentially some minor spoilers too for Amnesia Rebirth. I know, I have to say it, damned if I do, damned if I don't. Let's begin. It's the year 1839, and a young man named Daniel has woken up to his surprise in the halls of Brennenburg Castle, located in Prussia, a Central European country, or rather a German state on the southeast coast of the Baltic Sea. Daniel has absolutely no idea how or why he's there, nor can he remember anything regarding his past. As the game's title suggests, Daniel has amnesia. All Daniel remembers is his name and the fact that he lives in Mayfair in London, and that he knows something has been and is hunting him. After regaining his composure, Daniel finds a note which he actually wrote to himself prior to his amnesia, informing him that he purposely wiped his own memory as a means to forget.
Yeah.
The thing that is hunting him is detailed in this note as being called the Shadow. This note also
That's what I
states
don't
that
like.
Daniel
What is
must
the
go
Shadow?
deeper into Brennenburg Castle to
I want to
the
know.
inner sanctum in order to find its Baron, Alexander, and then he needs to murder him. The note says that merely the name of Alexander of Brennenburg should evoke bitter anger inside him, but it's not clear yet as to why. As he journeys through the castle to reach this inner sanctum, Daniel learns more about his past after finding more of his diaries scattered about. Daniel discovers throughout his journey through the castle that the reason he is in this situation is because of a mysterious orb that he recovered from a tomb in Algeria, and that this itself unleashed the Shadow. The Shadow is quite simply the guardian of the orb. Daniel also learns that he was being chased by the Shadow and was eventually contacted by Alexander, who told Daniel that he would be able to repel or banish the threat of the Shadow through a form of energy called Vitae, and that coupled with the orb he discovered would be able to protect him. One problem, this Vitae could only be harvested through the pain and torture of living beings. Through fear, essentially. Alexander, though, had an ulterior motive, to use the orb coupled with the Vitae to travel to another dimension. Anyway, as Daniel gets closer to the inner sanctum, he comes across a man called Agrippa. Well, I say a man. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa is a consciousness, or rather a soul, trapped inside a dead husk by Alexander of Brennenburg. Agrippa goes on to say that Alexander originally came from the other dimension that he's trying to reach, and that he's trying to return there, and he needed the orb and the Vitae in order to do so. Agrippa
He came
says
from
that
there?
in order for Daniel to gain access to the inner sanctum and its orb chamber, he needs another orb. Daniel needs to search the nearby transept and choir in order to find the 6 pieces of Agrippa's broken orb and put them back together. Agrippa explains his situation and asks Daniel a small favour. He says to Daniel that to set his consciousness free from its prison, if you like, he needs a concoction or a potion in order to stop Alexander from using the orb for his own gain. After he leaves, Daniel searches the transept and choir and finds something which shocks him to his core. Flashbacks remind him of the fate of tortured victims murdered by Alexander and, yet, Daniel himself, along with the evil torture devices used. This gives us a good idea of what Daniel was trying to forget. Daniel finds and puts the pieces of orb together, and upon returning to the
shit was
chancel,
fucking crazy.
Daniel is attacked and placed inside a prison cell by a group of gatherers. Essentially
Gatherers.
servants. Daniel is taunted by Alexander, who tells
Is
him
that
to
the
stay in the cell
servants
so he can finish his
that he was
ritual
talking
in
about?
opening the portal.
Gatherers.
Now, there are 4 endings
Never
to
heard
this game. I'll
them be
explain
called
what
that.
happens in 3 of them and then finish with the 4th, which is considered the good ending. One of the
Or-
endings is that Daniel can simply stay in the cell and allow the Shadow to kill him. Then
Oh.
Alexander can complete his ritual and return to his world.
What?
I guess you could call that a secret ending. Another ending, considered to
That's
be
an
the
ending?
bad
That's
ending,
crazy.
Daniel, after escaping the prison cell, enters the inner sanctum and comes face to face with a floating Alexander, who himself is surrounded by 3 pillars which are emitting a supernatural energy flowing into the portal. Daniel can either choose to do absolutely nothing, allowing Alexander to escape through the portal. The Shadow then consumes the entire sanctum in anger, and Daniel is killed. Daniel then hears Alexander's voice in the void, thanking him. In the third possible ending, considered to be the revenge ending, Daniel
that
again
on accident.
approaches Alexander in the sanctum and this time knocks over the 3 pillars which are giving off supernatural energy. Daniel is spared by the Shadow for his actions, and Alexander is killed by the Shadow before the ritual can be completed. Daniel leaves Castle Brennenburg and it's destroyed as the Shadow leaves the castle. Finally, the ending which is considered the good ending. Remember, Agrippa asked Daniel to make a potion in order to free his consciousness from that body and stop Alexander's ritual.
We did
Well,
that.
if Daniel made the potion, he administers it and uses a bone saw to cut off Agrippa's head. Then Daniel enters the sanctum and uses Agrippa's head in the portal before Alexander can float over to it. Alexander and Daniel, as a result, end up being consumed by the Shadow.
Why,
Daniel is
though?
trapped in the void, but hears the voice of Agrippa talking to a man named Johann Weyer. Agrippa is pleading with Weyer to take pity on Daniel, and this is pretty much where the game ends. So again, the actual game's plot doesn't really have much to it. You can only really follow what happens if you read notes and pay attention to the flashbacks in the game, which is actually quite difficult when a game is as creepy as this one. There's a lot to
Yeah.
go through here in order to gain a clear
That's
understanding
very
of
real.
what happened, so let's begin by discussing our antagonist, Alexander. Through Agrippa, we learn of Alexander's motives, that Alexander needs the orb to travel back to his home world. You see, Alexander was banished from his world centuries earlier, but the exact date isn't known, but it's thought to be around the 16th century. He would portray himself as a German of noble standing to the citizens of the local town named Altstadt. He would eventually rebuild the burned down Brennenburg castle and would reside there, becoming a baron known as Alexander of Brennenburg. He then started a working partnership with a well-known erudite and occultist, Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, and his apprentice, Johann Weyer. Agrippa was a man with a keen interest in orbs and had a desire to get his hands on one. Agrippa was a real-life historical figure, along with Johann Weyer. Real-life legend says that Agrippa died
Oh, shit. It's not even recording the video. Whoops. Or, no, it is. It's not live. Oh, never mind. It was. Big dumb.
Died in Grenoble in 1535, and this is actually according to Johann Weyer. Agrippa found an orb, but was pursued by the guardian of that particular orb. The guardian spared him, but took the orb back. Alexander learned of this orb and finally managed to retrieve it and studied it. Alexander, of course, had his own motives in getting back to his home world. Alexander also went on to join the Order of the Black Eagle, a chivalrous organization committed to serving the interests of Prussia. His true nature wasn't known to the other members of the Order, as any family records were buried, but due to his long life and outliving his co-members, the new, younger members of the Order began to grow suspicious of him. This was around the time of Napoleon's defeat in the Battle of Waterloo, and after this, his fellow Order members grew more fearful of him. Fearful himself of being executed, Alexander kicked his plan to return home to his own world into a much higher gear. Alexander recruited a man named Willem to work for him, and Willem's job over the next 3 years was to lead his group of men to kidnap healthy human beings, but Willem's men were really bad at their jobs, and this led to a large number of Alexander's servants being killed by the sheriff's guards patrolling the forests. Alexander, absolutely fuming at this incompetence, as well as being worried that the trail would lead the sheriff to the castle, held a fake toast to all their hard work and gave them all the wine they could possibly drink, but
I remember
they
that.
know that Alexander had poisoned the wine. Judging from a flashback from Willem, he states that after drinking the wine, he mentions that his men are turning inside out, and their bones are piercing their skin, and that Willem himself is bleeding from his eyes. These men could potentially have become the Gatherers.
Oh,
Still working on the orbs,
potentially.
Alexander attempted to perform the ritual due to running out of people to torture, but he did it wrong, and the orb shattered into 6 pieces. It was impossible to reassemble, so the orb was lost. With his only orb gone, Alexander would now just have to wait for another one to show up. Enter Daniel. Growing
We
up,
found
Daniel
one.
suffered from nyctophobia, which is a fear of the dark. As seen in the game, Daniel's sanity suffers greatly when in dark areas. He didn't have a simple childhood by any means, as at school Daniel was bullied by a boy named Henry Bedlow, who himself took out his frustration on others due to his fractured home life. This was until Daniel hit Henry with a rock, and this brought an end to the bullying. Daniel also had a sister named Hazel who was struck by an illness early in her life. Daniel would later go on to work at the British Museum as a young adult, and he worked as a research assistant to a Professor Thurston Herbert. On the 16th of May 1839, Professor Herbert arranged an archaeological expedition to Algeria, where the team uncovered an ancient tomb, but upon entering said tomb, the doorway to it collapsed and Daniel was trapped inside. Daniel nonetheless decided to proceed further into the tomb and found an orb. He was eventually freed from the tomb, but to his annoyance, he was sent home back to London by Professor Herbert. Anyway, Daniel arrives back in London and gets to work on studying this mysterious orb, and he notes that the colour and shape of the pieces of this broken orb were actually changing as he was trying to piece it back together. Wanting an explanation, as this had clearly intrigued but also slightly terrified him, Daniel sought answers from various professionals in London. Daniel eventually learned that the expedition was a complete failure and that everyone was presumed dead after something horrible attacked their camp. It gets even more strange as when looking through Herbert's notes as they'd been returned to England, Daniel discovers that Professor Herbert also found an orb. Daniel then ponders the thought that if Herbert found the orb, then what are the pieces in his possession? Daniel somehow eventually managed to assemble the orb using the broken pieces and tried to use tar to join them together, but the tar he used to glue it together wasn't even needed. The pieces merged and fused together on their own, creating a perfect shape, forcing the tar out of the orb. One of the professionals that Daniel also sought advice from, a geologist named Sir William Smith, ended up dead 2 weeks later. It's all very mysterious. Daniel wrote letters to many people in desperate need of answers, and the only worthy reply he ended up getting was a reply from Alexander of Brennenburg, stating that he can protect him. Now this obviously scared Daniel, forcing him to seek out a physician, Dr. Tate, who also ended up dead. As a last resort and terrified that he was being hunted by something that he had brought back from Africa,
This is such a cool,
the
like,
shadow, Daniel travelled to Brennenburg Castle.
because I got all this. I'm just getting like a, refresh of it.
So
But
Daniel,
yeah, I
when
remember.
arriving at Brennenburg Castle, was
People
warmly greeted by the
started like
Baron's
dying
servants.
after we went to them and
Immediately
stuff.
told Alexander that he thinks they should destroy and get rid of the orb. Naturally, Alexander warned him that that would be a bad idea. After Daniel suffered more nightmares, Alexander would terrify Daniel even further, in telling him that he believed the shadow would arrive at Brennenburg soon. And Daniel made the mistake of telling Alexander that he is willing to do whatever it takes to survive. And this is exactly what Alexander
Yeah, anything.
This is where the extraction of Vitae comes in. Previously, Alexander had tried to make an artificial version of Vitae after running out of subjects, but this failed and he just created an aggressive acid mixture instead. An acid which Daniel used a couple of times on his journey through the castle. Alexander also tried to experiment on dogs. He tried to torture the canines, but found that they gave off such a small amount of Vitae that it was barely worth it. They would conduct blood warding and banishment rituals in order to stop the shadow.
Of course it
All
works
they did
better
was
on
slow the shadow
humans.
down. It was still coming for Daniel. Daniel was essentially branded, doomed. Knowing that the shadow was coming, Alexander taught Daniel how to cut into a victim and extract Vitae himself, but things would only get worse from here. Daniel and Alexander would kidnap people from the nearby town and torture them, and as mentioned, the more distress, pain and fear the victim felt, the more Vitae or Vitae-enriched blood they could extract from that person. They'd then administer an amnesia-inducing potion to them so that they would forget their torture and would be full of fear, ready for the next session. This would maximize the collection of Vitae. Alexander would tell Daniel that these people they were torturing were murderous criminals and that they deserved it. Only this wasn't true at all, and Alexander had his ulterior motives.
Yep.
Instead of helping Daniel stop the shadow,
It was
he
all
wanted to
lies.
use the orb to open up the portal to
Manipulation.
his own world. In his search for safety from the shadow, and of course under manipulation of Alexander, Daniel became more and more sadistic, murdering innocent people in order to slow the shadow down. He slowly lost his sanity. All this madness came to a head when Alexander and Daniel traveled to a nearby farm belonging to the Zimmerman family. Alexander killed the father and Daniel kidnapped the wife and children and imprisoned them in the castle. But while they were imprisoned, the mother and daughter hatched an escape plan. The mother helped her little girl escape from the prison's north.
Yeah, I remember reading
The
that.
mother was killed, but Daniel tracked down the girl to the storage section and killed her, which is why Daniel hears the sound of a girl crying at one point whilst in the storage section of the castle.
Oh, that's why.
Alexander
Damn,
saw
that's
how Daniel was
crazy.
unraveling, and fearing that Daniel would turn on him, Alexander stole Daniel's orb and locked himself in the orb chamber inside his inner sanctum, ready for his ritual. Having learned of Alexander's true plan to leave him to be consumed by the shadow, Daniel drank the same amnesia-inducing potion that they administered to their victims in an attempt to forget the monster he himself had become. Before he took the potion, though, he wrote himself a letter informing himself to kill Alexander, and this essentially leads us straight into the game.
Right, but
Now
how
we get
did
down
we
to the
end up
mystery of these
at the
orbs.
beginning
In
of
a
the game,
diary
though?
entry from Daniel, we learn of the origins of these orbs. Daniel, prior to receiving the letter from Alexander, approached a Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History. He explained to Daniel that these orbs may have inspired the Globus Cruciger. Just so you know, this is a Globus Cruciger, known as the Orb and the Cross, a Christian symbol of authority. He also explains to Daniel that the Globus Cruciger would have been held by priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. More relevant to this orb, though, and perhaps predating Christian religion, is the ancient religion of Mithraism. Now, this religion, known as the Mithric Mysteries, made its way to Europe and spread rapidly during the Roman Empire before the acceptance of Christianity by the Roman Emperor Constantine in the 4th century. This, along with the growing popularity of Islam, caused Mithraism to decline. Its object of worship was a deity known as Mithra, the Iranian god of the sun, justice, contract, and war. Mithra became known as Mithras in the Roman Empire, becoming honoured as the patron of loyalty to the emperor at the time. And you're probably thinking, okay, Harry, great history lesson, but what's the relevance?
Thanks for that.
Well, Agrippa, Johann Weyer, and Alexander all studied Mithraism in their attempts to unlock the power behind the orbs. The orbs, which themselves were Mithric holy artifacts. And due to this, it's possible that the shadow is a creation of Mithra, the Mithric deity. We'll delve even further into Mithraism in the Rebirth video.
Oh shit.
Alexander, Daniel learns of the power
Yeah, we gotta
these
play
orbs
that.
possess. Daniel's orb in particular.
Well, we gotta
casts
play like
a
all the
dark
Amnesia games
shadow.
then.
That by simply
Shit.
touching the orb, you invoke
I'm
the
in for a
powers
fucking
within the
trip.
orb, and it will devour you if you're too weak to handle it.
If any spoilers come up
After
in
an
this,
orb,
in this video, I might
anyone
like
in
click
its
off
way,
it.
Determined to reclaim said orb. The orbs themselves could be coerced into yielding their power, by supplying the orb with vitae-enriched blood. So there would have been a much simpler way for Alexander to get home, something called the Traveller's Locket. Centuries prior to the events of the Dark Descent, Alexander actually had access to a Traveller's Locket. This mysterious amulet, although it's not clear exactly how it works, seems to use electricity, or, as Alexander puts it, tamed electricity, as seen here through the 3 pillars during his ritual. This amulet can seek out rifts or tears between
Oh
worlds,
shit,
and
is that an
cannot be
Amnesia
traversed
game?
without said amulet. Anyway, Alexander
What?
lost this amulet, so naturally he directed all of his time and effort into recreating one, so to speak. Hence
Looks
the attempt
nothing
to
like
extract
the Dark
vitae
Descent.
and leading orbs in order to open up a portal. Now there is one key component to this story, and that is Johann Weyer. The name of Johann Weyer is mentioned multiple times throughout the game, and as already discussed,
Yeah, who is
he's a
that?
student of Agrippa's. The truth
Oh.
is that Weyer was actually a genius and far exceeded his mentor Agrippa in his power and intellect. What exactly happened to Weyer? Well, in order to look into this, we have to go back a bit. In the Amnesia short story with the blessing of a king, which took place in 1558, Johann Weyer was in Calais in France. He enters a church where he discovers an ancient tomb, accompanied by a captain and one of his soldiers. Long story short, he finds another orb. As usual, the Shadow, the guardian of these orbs, kills the captain and the guard, but Weyer manages to escape with the orb. This orb is likely the reason that he and Agrippa managed to live such long lives, as the power of this orb facilitated it. Many years later, this leads us to the point that Agrippa found an orb, which was recovered by Alexander. Johann Weyer, Agrippa, and Alexander worked on trying to open the portal using Agrippa's orb, a Traveller's Locket, and vitae. Weyer performed the ritual and travelled through to the other world with the Traveller's Locket, of course. The portal was closed, but Agrippa was stuck with Alexander in Brennenburg because he was too scared to pass through to the other world. This is probably how Alexander lost his access to the Traveller's Locket. Agrippa, as we know, was then trapped and imprisoned inside a dead husk of a body by Alexander, who used him as a link for the other side. Weyer would communicate with Alexander from the other side through Agrippa, saying that he can help him, but that he needs Agrippa in order to do so. Weyer gave Alexander a recipe for a tonic which would release Agrippa from that body without killing him, but Alexander refused as he didn't trust Weyer to come through on his promise. This tonic was later concocted using vitae-enriched blood, a fungal gland, and tamta, an ingredient only found in a special kind of water-dwelling creature called a kank, which actually were provided to Alexander by Weyer, and this tonic was used by Daniel in the good ending, allowing Agrippa to travel through the portal to the other world.
Alright,
In the
gatherers.
video, I stated that the gatherers were potentially the remnants of Willem's men.
Potentially,
after
right.
Drinking the poisoned wine,
So we don't really
which
know.
became servants of Alexander. But there is also a document found earlier in the game which details local folklore. In regard to the gatherers, it mentions that soldiers who abandoned their posts in the war
Yeah, I remember
got lost in
reading
the
that.
dark woods and were basically forever damned to roam the grounds. Their tainted souls, as a result, warped their bodies. There have been sightings which obviously gave birth to these legends, and the folklore does state, however, that the gatherers gained their name from the fact that they seem to gather up living creatures, and we know what for: torture, to produce Alexander's much needed vitae. Let me know what you think about their origins down below. 98 years later, Anastasia Trianon is travelling with her own expedition, and their plane crashes in the desert.
This is spoilers. Alright, spoilers, whatever. Cool. Yeah, but I wanna... Great video, by the way. Give that a like. The history of the gatherers. Episode 105? Man, this character design is so cool. Is he just like talking or what?
What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of History Behind the
Oh.
Board. I'm your host, Tay, and for tonight's episode, we're going to be talking about the Gatherers from Amnesia, The Dark Descent. Now, before we start this video, I'd like to give a huge shout out to everyone who liked and shared our last video, and for the ones who recommended me to do this episode today, because I was actually looking for something new to do, and I forgot that the Gatherers actually existed. I forgot that Amnesia actually existed. So, shouts outs to you, and as always, if you guys do enjoy this video and you'd love to see more Amnesia on this channel in the near future, make sure you guys please like and share this video. It does help this channel
let's
out
give
a lot.
it a like.
And leave in the comment section for what episode you
And
feel
see us
best should be
nicely.
next on History Behind the Horror. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and as always, I hope you all enjoy the video. The Gatherers are Alexander of Brenningburg's servants. They are the primary enemies in Amnesia: The Dark Descent. There are two different types of Gatherers, the Grunts and the Brutes. They patrol various parts of Brenningburg's castle, attacking Daniel when he is seen. As Daniel is unarmed, they cannot be killed and therefore must be avoided by running, hiding in wardrobes, or hiding behind objects to avoid being seen. The Gatherers will always alert the player of their presence with an audible growl when entering Daniel's immediate area. When Daniel sees these monsters, his sanity will lower. It is therefore best to avoid direct eye contact with them. The Gatherers generally do not remain for long periods of time and are usually unthorough in their investigations, providing Daniel ample space to hide. If the game is played in hard mode, these enemies will become an even bigger threat. They will have increased movement speed, increased attack damage, higher perception in spotting the player, and will linger around areas for longer. Sanity being too low kills the player in this mode, which means that not looking at enemies is even more important. The Gatherers first appear in the archives and wine cellar. Although these are purely cinematic encounters, players will remain safe. In the archives, after witnessing an actual Gatherer, Daniel can hallucinate that one is chasing him if he runs up to some rubble at the leftmost part of the window.
Yeah, I did that.
But it will disappear before it gets too close. In a refinery, it is possible
And
to
it
have
just
the first
disappeared.
dangerous run-in with a Gatherer, although it is very easy to avoid as the monster will disappear very quickly and it is easy to hide from. The first really dangerous encounters with Gatherers will occur in either storage or the guest room, depending on which place the player decides to visit first upon reaching the back hall. The Gatherer in the guest room will only spawn when Daniel steps in front of the open wardrobe in the side room to the right of the entrance and can be avoided entirely by keeping away from the open wardrobe. If the monster does spawn, the open wardrobe is intended as an obvious hiding place to teach the player about evading future encounters.
I did that.
Gatherers in the storage and prison blocks pose a much greater threat. Hiding when alerted of Gatherers' presence is always the safest option, but sometimes the need to run will be inescapable. Their loyalty to Alexander of Brenningburg is made known later in the game when Alexander explicitly orders them to stop Daniel from continuing forward in his mission, leading to the Gatherers to intercept Daniel in the chancel and lock him up in the cells. Other references to Alexander's connection with the Gatherers can be heard when Daniel's location is unknown to Alexander. At certain points in the game, Daniel will hear Alexander furiously ask the Gatherers questions like, "Where is he now?" and make commands such as, "Find him." Daniel mentions in his diary the presence of sneaking and skulking servants in the castle. According to the loading screens, these servants smell the spiced wine fermented by clove and sage. In the short story The Outrider, Gabriel is able to follow these mysterious creatures due to the same particular smell. The creature is then revealed to be a servant grunt. It is unclear whether the servants mentioned by Daniel are Gatherers like the one encountered by Gabriel. If this is the case, they are most likely covered by a cloak as in The Outrider to avoid raising suspicion from their monstrous appearance. The Gatherers are also present in the short story The Outrider, which is part of the Remember Amnesia: The Dark Descent short story collection. In it, a servant grunt kidnaps a cat, Tinker, and knocks down a young boy, Jacob, who works at the Deer Mule Inn. Gabriel, an outrider who grew up there and who just returned to the hamlet at the behest of Daniel, who urged him to take him there, gives chase to the creature and puts a couple of shots in his back. After chasing it to a cave, the creature grabs hold of him and Gabriel unmasks the beast in his panic, revealing it to be a servant grunt. He manages to escape his grasp by smashing it upon the head with his lantern. A local Cooper in the story, Herzel, tells Gabriel that the grunt is one of the lost souls who come from the animals. They collect them, confirming that this is something that has been going on for quite some time.
I'm wondering how many encounters are scripted and how
The
many are
Gatherers
not.
usually appear when Daniel picks up a plot item or steps into certain zones. When a Gatherer appears, it will make a monstrous cry and start looking for Daniel. Specific, intense music tracks will play while a Gatherer is roaming and stops when the Gatherer leaves, indicating safety. When a Gatherer spots Daniel, the terror meter can be heard and begins the chase. When giving chase, gatherers will alter their speed in relation to their proximity from Daniel. At close range, they will slowly stagger towards him, but will quickly pick up speed from a distance. They are capable of tearing down doors and knocking obstacles out of their path. Surprisingly, they don't appear to see Daniel in hiding even if they see him enter a dead-end room, and simply give up the chase. Even hiding in a dark corner can be enough to get them to leave in confusion, which indicates they don't possess much intelligence. Gatherers are able to break closet doors if they see that you are inside, if they see you enter a cabinet or see you peeking out by opening the door. The cabinet will, like broken doors, remain destroyed. If trapped inside a room by a gatherer, the player can try picking up an item, a barrel, a chair, a rock, etc., and throwing it at the monster. The gatherer will be knocked back momentarily, and
What?
if the player hurries, they can dart around it and possibly manage to escape.
I could actually have done that.
This action will not only drain Daniel's sanity, but the gatherer will also recover quickly and charge Daniel in the blink of an eye. This is not recommended to do
I
if the
should've
gatherer
tried.
has just noticed Daniel. Doing so will cause the gatherer to instantly charge at him at full speed. There is always a warm-up time before the actual chase begins. If a gatherer has just noticed Daniel, then it is possible to quickly hide or duck around a corner. Doing this will either cause the gatherer to lose interest or going into a short search for Daniel. Only when the chase music begins, then you should start running. The terror meter is not the key to being chased. In most scenarios, if the creature is unaware of Daniel's presence, looking away from the gatherer will keep the player safe. Also, by hiding in a dark corner and by crouching reduces your chance of being noticed by the gatherer. Avoiding direct eye contact with the creature is essential to survive and keep Daniel's sanity up. Looking at it will cause it to notice Daniel quicker as well as rapidly drain his sanity, regardless of the distance between Daniel and the gatherer. Additionally, it is possible to remain hidden from a gatherer by holding a large object like a barrel in front of you. This causes to question the gatherer's intelligence. Avoiding the gatherers is not a difficult task. In most situations, Daniel was given fair warning of the beast's entrance into the map, so the player should be able to find a decent hiding spot.
Yeah, it was pretty
The
fair,
common
I think.
misconception is that darkness is something for a player to avoid at all times. However, in the presence of a gatherer, the player sometimes must use their lantern to stay sane. Players should not be afraid of pulling out their lantern while there is a monster on the map. However, a player should not use their lantern while in direct contact with it. The best solution to avoiding a monster chasing Daniel is to quickly enter a room with a door. The player should immediately close and barricade the door as the creature will quickly begin to break in. If done successfully, the monster should be unable to enter the room and continue patrolling. In addition,
yeah, I
players
could've
should
done that
avoid the
too.
temptation to look back once a monster has given chase. At top speed, their proximity to the player is closer than most will expect, and checking will most likely result in the monsters closing in for an attack. Interestingly, if you watch a gatherer for long enough, it may become startled by a noise, holding its hands to its mouth and looking around as if in fright. It may also put its face in its hands and appear to sob. Whether this means they have any semblance of humanity left in them is a mystery.
Never saw that. I didn't really look at them. I looked away from them as much as I could. I think that's what makes them so effective. Because the
The
gameplay.
story reaches all the way
Holy
back
shit.
to
Because the gameplay, right? It mixes so well in with the story of like, or not with the story, but it mixes so well with just the fact that, it makes them more scary because you see them less. Because you've got to look away from them. You can't look at them because then they notice you. That makes it that's just like doubles the scare factor, right? Because you just don't know exactly what they look like. Obviously, I've seen clips before, but I promise you, clips are so. It's so different to actually playing. When you're in the fucking seat and you look at that freaky ass face with the mouth and stuff. Something about that design, the way it's like wobbling towards. I think that the grunt is way scarier than the big guy, in my opinion. Just because of the design, and also then that like sound that they make when they see you or when they're about to spot you, right? That like synth or whatever it is. I don't even know what that is. Just makes my asshole clench up so hard, like it's crazy. Yeah, I think they did that really well. The fact that you're supposed to not look at them, right?
the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. their bodies rot while their tainted souls have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move slightly through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow?
Speculation.
As revealed by this note, these creatures were originally soldiers who deserted their stations and got lost in the woods, presumably near Castle Brennenburg. It is strongly implied that their disfigurement is a consequence of drinking Alexander's poison wine, which caused the drinker to violently rupture from the inside, as we see in the room in the wine cellar where William leaves his notes. Snippets of audio from a flashback when one of William's men mentions that his chest is about to burst and another pleads for Alexander to let them go are titled Transformation in the game's files. Their lack of essence may hint at the fact that they have been drained of vitae. However, since they are still wandering around and not dead like the rest of Alexander's experiments, this can't be known for certain. Assuming Alexander was behind their transformation from men to monsters, these creatures have been his servants since the 1600s, capturing live humans for Alexander's experiments. The process for turning a human into a gatherer is only hinted. The only evidence is given by the note that describes the fate of William and his men who had their bodies deformed after drinking tainted wine offered by Alexander. Probably just drinking the wine is not significant and more steps must be taken, like binding them to Alexander's will and grafting the metal pieces into their limbs to keep their bones in place. It is speculated that Alexander turns only strong-willed and robust subjects into gatherers, like the soldiers and William and his men. These men can be used to pain due to their military training and experience, thus making them inadequate subjects for vitae extraction, but effective for the gatherer's role thanks to their strong build. The gatherers might be one and the same servants encountered by both Daniel and Gabriel. This theory can be supported by the fact that Daniel finds a wide collection of white clothes inside the castle rooms that the monsters may have used to hide their true horrid appearance. The Grunt and the Brew have their own set of music, both enemies having 3 states of music for themselves, making a total of 6. The 3 samples of music correlate with the actions of both enemies.
I didn't even notice that.
The monsters wander around without knowing of Daniel's whereabouts. Not heard in hard mode. Search. A monster has seen Daniel but has lost sight of him. They will try to find Daniel for a short time. And attack. The monsters seen Daniel and give chase. There are also extracts of music that play when these enemies appear, but do not play as redundantly as the 3 samples mentioned before, as they are used for the cutscenes itself and not just for the gatherers alone. This same format of music is also used for suitors. It's worth noting that the attack state for each monster is not particularly audible because the terameter blares over it. You can, however, listen to the attack state when you press tab to go to the interface menu.
Your hand is like,
The servant
what even is
grunts
that?
are the more weaker, more commonly encountered of the 2 gatherers in Amnesia: The Dark Descent. While not as powerful as the brutes, it is still a considerable threat in any appearance. The servant brutes are the rarer, more dangerous type of gatherers in Amnesia: The Dark Descent. They deal much more damage than the servant grunts, and they are able to kill Daniel in 1 hit,
Yep.
even at full health,
It
making
did that.
survival harder.
Oh yeah, that sound. That fucking sound. Is this like a custom story? Man, that sound. It's so freaky.
And that
Ah.
ends yet another
Like,
episode.
look at that, man. What am I even looking? Like, it's so like what even? Yeah, there's just something about it. I don't even know. I don't even know what it is. There's something about that face. Just so sexy.
history behind the horror. If you enjoyed yourself here tonight, you would love to see more Amnesia: The Dark Descent on this channel in the near future. Make sure to please like this video and also share it. It does help this channel out a lot. And make sure you hit the
Awesome
subscribe button
video.
if you haven't already, because we got a lot more things coming up soon that I'm sure you wouldn't want to miss.
Looking at these creatures will cause you to lose your mind. Let's talk about the lore behind the Gatherers from Amnesia: The Dark Descent. There are two types of Gatherers, but today we're going to be focusing on this one called the Grunt. The other type is called the Brute, but a lot less is known about this one, so we're going to leave it alone for now. So how exactly were these creatures created? Well, the exact method is left slightly ambiguous, and it's still up for debate, but here's what
Alright. What about the DLC? Or is this just like a... Isn't there a DLC? I thought there was. Custom story. Yeah. Oh, it's just 1 to 2 hours. Okay, we can do that. I have time for that. But I gotta like start the launcher or something, apparently. Justine. Remember. Huh? What is this? Oh, it's just a short story. Whoa, what the hell is this? This is okay, this is like what we just saw in the video. I'm not a good reader, so there it is, I think. Justine. And I'm actually just gonna do this. Good of you to come. This time it will be a trial of character. Bear in mind, death is final. Nothing will be saved. Shit. That's not good. Come on, wake up. You need to get going. Okay. By this, Amnesia Justine. Play this before I get off. Already, man. Alright, what's the story here? Who am I? Am I one of the girls that I kidnapped? Ah! That's a new one. What a flip is that? Am I being hanged? No. What on earth? What is happening to me? I'm strapped down or what? No. I was just sitting on my bed. Get up, man. Time to go.
Bienvenue. You are now listening to the sound of my disembodied voice.
Thanks.
It will serve you no purpose to look for me, for this is a voice from the past. I bid you welcome to my cabinet of perturbation.
What is
It is my
this?
study of the human psyche, specifically yours. A set of recordings have been prepared to chaperone you.
Is
through
it
the
okay?
chambers of
Who
our
the fuck is this?
There are a few parts to this study, and it is up to you, not only to pass, but to figure out what elements are important. Please go on.
So this is like like a trial chamber.
Just remember, they can all be saved. There is always a way.
Like a trial chamber. Alright. I can't run, I can just walk. I don't have any oil. Is that the shadow? Or what? That's exciting though. New. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Is this Brennenburg? Excuse you? Oh! Oh! Oh ho ho! Oh! Don't come in here! Don't come in here! Are you talking? Oh, I want to get a look at you though. Right, you went away. You're like talking to me.
Whoever you are, if you could help me,
Ooh.
I would be much obliged.
Ooh.
Help me, please, help me.
What? What?
Please be reasonable. You don't have to do this.
Oh! No! Don't kill him! Can I save him? Or what? What the fuck? What? Am I tripping out? I don't understand anything, man. Like, I want to try and save them. I don't know what I'm even doing, or where I am. Forgive me. Hey, we can play tennis. Or badminton. Justine, my love, I know I'm not as talented as Mallow or as strong as Basile, but I'm certain my love is truer. Do not my scars tell you so? I will continue to cut myself. Don't do that, as long as it pleases you. I would even kill Basile if you wish. I know you say you like it, but he's hurting you. I will trick him to consume the bromide. Poor Justine. I will help. Just ask me to help. Alois. Forgive me. Okay, what? How do I save?
Can you hear me? We have got too late to set things right.
I'm gonna try, man. I just need like a key or something. What the hell happened here? Health. Epic. Music. Ooh, can I play? La da dee, la da da. Nope. Alright, not sure how this helps me. How do I...
Anyone there?
Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Up, I mean. I don't want to kill him. I can help it. Right, maybe go back then. Like, I don't fucking know. Ooh. 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 You were right there, weren't you? Sign in here. Where'd you go? Is this like a maze? That's a dead end. Gotta be something I can use somewhere. This is where I came from. In here then. Unless the big monster is here. Broken ladder. The monster's disappeared. Alright.
How did you escape?
Don't worry about it. Can I get up on the hems?
Have you seen Justine?
No, I don't know. Maybe I am. Or I don't fucking know. Where to use the ladder?
Have you seen Justine?
No. I haven't. Where am I going? Piece of a broken ladder. What the flip? Those cockroaches. I am so sorry. Forgive me.
Help me. Please, help me.
I would if I knew how. Like what? Like I don't fucking know what I'm doing. I feel like the biggest.
Hear me? It's not too late to set things right.
What the flippin' frick am I even doing? Is there a rock here I can use? No. We gotta go up there? Like, hello? Where'd I go? There's nothing here. We have to stack up the boxes to climb up. Yes, I'm here. Is that it? We gotta stack up the boxes. I think I am Justine. I sound like a girl.
How did you escape?
Don't worry about it. Oh shit. Like I want to get up there, but I can't.
Please help me.
Yes, man. I don't know how. Like, do I just have to kill you? Is that it?
Can you hear me? It's not too late to set things right.
Fuck it, let's do it. I guess I had to. I guess I had to, like the fuck. What it looked like to me. What? What are you talking about? Where? Is it in here? No way. Is everything crumbling down? I can't handle something's in here. I can't handle that. No, dead end. No. Alright. Slide down. Right. Nice. Alright, what do you got to say for me? There's no cylinder. I need a cylinder. Oh, I'm here now. Oh, drawings.
Congratulations for coming this far. I'm so excited for you. I do hope you managed to save Monsieur Fournier. He was a friend and a colleague of my papa, you know. Friendly fellow, a real bon garçon, but frail of mind. He puts up an impressive front, but it is all an act, I assure you. Please, go on. We are just getting started.
Yeah, I couldn't save him, not gonna lie. 1885 newspaper article, 19th March. Travis at a conservatory. Many Parisians gathered last night to enjoy the performance of violin virtuoso Malo de Vigny. It was to be the grand premiere of several new arrangements of songs by fellow composer George Bizet. The evening took an unexpected turn. Young Malo de Vigny turned up visibly intoxicated. His violin cried as the bow was jerked across the strings. The audience seemed forgiving at first, but started to boo the man off stage as if defaced the beloved song. La Rose, 19th March. 1885 newspaper article, 19th March. Travis at a conservatory. Many Parisians gathered last night to enjoy the performance of violin virtuoso Malo de Vigny. It was to be the grand premiere of several new arrangements of songs by fellow composer George Bizet. The evening took an unexpected turn. Young Malo de Vigny turned up visibly intoxicated. His violin cried as the bow was jerked across the strings. The audience seemed forgiving at first, but started to boo the man off stage as if defaced the beloved song. La Rose, at La Bielle. The stress apparently got the best of the young musician as he threw his bow into the audience and finally collapsed. Mademoiselle Justine Flobel, who is according to rumors romantically involved with Monsieur de Vigny, looked quite amused by the event and had two of her friends, Basile Giroux and Alois Rachien, carry him off the stage. The evening was saved by other musicians at the conservatory, who was able to perform a most delightful impromptu concerto in Malo de Vigny's absence. The audience showered their saviors with praise, and calls for encore were awarded with spectacular pieces by both Offenbach and Chopin. Nice! Oh, don't touch the fire, I guess. That's an unsettling picture. So is that. So is this. Is this how you made the monster? Because the monster had like wheels around it or something. Alright. Because I was up there, right? I think. What an inviting red door. This is the same mark that was in the base game. Library. What's that noise? Ah! Oh!
On this next piece, you should be looking for some divine inspiration. Time to delve into your spiritual side. What do you see? Is the man begging for mercy, or is he being blessed? Perhaps both. Father used to say there were no right answers. Have the light guide you.
Slide 2. Oh, I'm also afraid of the dark. I need oil. Something. Please don't come alive, guys. Where is this? Is this the fucking same place? I don't even know. Slide 1. Tinder. Tear that shit out. Ja. No. Tests have been going well. The most long-term, and in a sense the most promising one, is the light box. Having Justine choose a slide essentially in a mood for every day is a great way to see the larger overall development of her mind. She definitely reads things into the slides we had not foreseen. Her remarkable imagination turns the characters into just about anything, and she is able to effortlessly reduce all her experiences into one of the 4 character slides. Using the puzzle lock has proven more difficult, as she tends to always choose 2 slides with the characters facing the same way. I've asked her why this is, but she doesn't seem to fully understand what I'm asking. Housekeeping! Let's go and housekeep. Alright. Knock knock. Housekeeping. La da dee, la da da. Brush, 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 brush. Get all the dust off you. Get all the dust off. Alright, put this away. Grab this. Continue the housekeep. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on there. Like that. Whoa, the broom is just standing like that. Cool. Continue on. The housekeeping. You got some dirt on ya. Gotta brush it. Brush, brush, brush. Oh. Knock, knock, knock. Housekeeping. Alright. Who is this? Oh, what an unsettling picture to have. Wow, that guy's naked. Oh, this? Justine, age 8. Today I played outside with Clarice. We saw a bird pick at a snail, carried it off and landed on the lawn fence. The snail had a shell and it cracked. Clarice cried and I comforted her. The new maid heard us and came out and scolded Clarice for playing with me. The bird took off into the air. Today I was the one with open arms. Justine, age 9. Today I played with the slides from Father's lightbox. Above all, I liked the man standing to the right. Father asked why. I said he sees things he likes. Today I was the right one. Father said I picked the wrong slide yesterday when I made the chambermaid cry. He wanted me to pick the one with the sword, while I picked the man on the right. I never picked the one with the sword. Today I was the one kneeling. Justine, age 11. Today Father came for me in my room. I still couldn't look him in the eyes. He said I shouldn't feel ashamed and that I only tried to fill the void left by Mother. When he wasn't looking, I took the star stone from his collection. Today I was the one with the sword.
Who are you?
Whoa. Whoa. Oh!
Have mercy!
Oh, I'm doing bad stuff. Okay. What am I even doing? Is this Justine? Or that? Or is this Papa?
You'll burn for this.
Ooh.
You'll burn for this.
I'm sorry, I didn't know this was the torture button. Do that? I think I killed him. I think I mega killed him. What the hell? Alright, I did that, I guess. I don't freaking know. I'm too tired for puzzles right now. Sorry, man. I don't even know what I was supposed to do there. Oh. Man with open arms. Man with a sword. Okay, hold on. Oh, there. Man kneeling. Man standing tall. Okay. What do you want me to do with that? Hello? Can you break through? You can't, right? Oh! I think you can. I think they can. Open arm, right one, kneeling, and sword. Right. What am I doing with that information? Exactly. I've got no idea. I'm too dumb for this. I'm just way too dumb for this. In no mementos, you gotta give me something, man. You knock through the wall for me? Please? Alright. So... Open arms. Right. It should be open arms, right, kneeling sword. Open arms. Oh. Relax. Oh, that's right. So it's open arms. 1, 4, and then 3, and then 2. One, 4, 3, 2. One, 4, 3, 2. One, 4, 3. Oh shit. 1, 4. 3, 2. I don't know, man. I'm lost. I'm super mega lost. Super duper mega lost. 1, 4, 3, 2 though. It's jammed. Wow. Is there a code somewhere? That I'm supposed to get? Oh! Oh, it just opened. Because I killed him, I guess. Whatever. Okay.
I wonder, is Father David with his god now? Maybe you helped him there. Don't you worry. I'm sure he didn't have.
I'm sorry, I didn't know I was killing him.
Probably wasn't even all that well liked. With the current political climate, I'm surprised someone hasn't killed him already. We can't all be saved. Some don't even want to be saved.
I mean, it is easier if I just kill them.
Thought. Saves us some trying.
Yeah. I know, right? We're under now. What? Light it up. What? Why is the music going crazy? Nope. 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 Oh. Alright, just hold on. We might go a little bit insane here. You can't see me, right? Oh. There's no way. I'm gonna go completely insane. There's no way you see me. What even is that? Is that a gatherer too, or is that something else? Please don't. Please don't. Also, you're like talking. Stop, man. Go out. Go away. Alright, can you go away? Oh god. Oh god. Alright, time to go. 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 Alright. Tunnel's jammed. Wow, look at that. It's jammed. Isn't that great, guys? Wow. He saw me. Stop, 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 stop. You're done. Don't chase me. You're done. Yep, can't get through that because it's a loading door.
I'm sure you have figured out how it all works by now. Are you enjoying my quips? I think they are quite clever. Not that I was ever much of a conversationalist. Poetry has always been my forte. But I digress. You should press on. It will all be over soon. Also, the police are here. Maybe they can help you.
What are you talking about? Also, what is the point of this? I don't get it. Is there a monster in these waters? These doors would be so hard to open though. Lever. Yeah, that's a standy place. Alright. Guess I could just head out then. Yeah, close that. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Am I going the right way? Dead end. Cool. Why did I come in here? What the fuck? No. He's coming through the door. What? He's not knocking here, right? He's knocking over there. trying to get in. They can. Not functioning. If he gets in, I'm fucked. Needs gears. Bro, I should have brought one. There's no way he gets in though, right? That would be crazy. I'm guessing this is it. If he comes at me, I'm gonna throw this shit at him. No front. What? Oh, he's coming through. Get out! Get out! Get out! Close it! Close it! Close it! Close it! Close it! What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What do I do? What do I do? Sorry, I gotta go. I gotta go. I've gotta go, man. Sorry. Sorry, man. Sorry, man. I ain't got time for you. I ain't got time for you, man. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, man. I am so sorry. I don't have time for you, man. I don't have time for you, man. Crip. Alright. I'm sorry, man. I couldn't get you. I wasted too much time. Who was that?
I'm looking forward to see if you managed to save him or not. I know very little about him, but surely he had a family, don't you think?
Maybe.
Poor, fatherless children. But he falls on his own sword. His kind is not meant to come for people like me. Laws are made for cretins. The aristocracy doesn't need to know right from wrong. We are always right.
What is this? Some sort of crypt? Whoa. What the frick is this? What was Mother like? She was the most beautiful creature ever to grace this world. I can't remember what she looked like, no matter how hard I try. Beauty was blinding, Justine. We could never dare to change such memory to our eyes. It would be too much to bear. Is this my mom? I don't get this. I don't get the lore. I don't get what's happening. I don't understand anything. It all makes sense, he thought. We all appreciate symmetry. Everyone is comforted by the casualty of logic. It gives the impression of a grand plan that we may be able to grasp the inner workings of this perfect universe. You see, his wife had died while giving birth to his son. That is why he was able to forgive. His family was just giving into the symmetry. No. Ooh, shit. Le 2 Février 1839. Herbert. I contacted the consulate and they said they would send you the permits you need for visiting Algeria. Ah. I wish you good luck on your search. That your findings will come at a lower price than mine. I'm at a loss with my studies. My daughter has become distraught and distant. I did little to control her behavior, yet I believe the very notion of my observation has made her this way. A scientific indifference to our test had not left her with an indifferent opinion. She finds my lack of reaction disappointing. She judges me, and most importantly herself, by the result of the tests. The reason that I have had trouble finding any consistency within her character is because she tries different approaches to provoke me and her actions. only become more and more disturbing. Yesterday I lost myself and scolded her. He was terrified and humiliated. It saddens me greatly to bring my studies to a close without seeing it to the end. But I can no longer justify my research. I have to mend my relationship with my daughter. Oh! There's like bodies in here that disappear. Like what? What the fuck? Oh, that's some creepy ass photos, isn't it? Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Someone has a creepy mind.
Well done. You have triumphed, conquered my cabinet. I wish I could tell you how you did, but alas, this is a recording. You will have to figure it out all by yourself.
Is this me?
Did anyone survive? The doctor? The priest? Or perhaps the policeman? Who was allowed to live? Why? You should really reflect on these past events and consider what they meant to you. What you have learned about your true nature.
Yeah, I'm not a good
Father never
person.
knew me. He thought he did, but then he was frightened. And nothing was ever the same again. I can still see him, lying there on the floor. He looked so surprised.
You killed your dad? Who's your dad?
The star-shaped soapstone stained by his blood fell to the floor with a sonorous thud. Blame me not, for I was but a child. With careful ambition, I dare to smile. Rest in peace, Papa.
Papa. What will perfect sphere bring? What will that perfect sphere bring? You want the sphere? We must hurry. It's not too late. The tattered yellow king shall dethrone. Suffer the trial. Through the gates. What? Let those who use dust as a sore muse. Oh Father, it pleases me. What the fuck? I'm emerging. What's going on? Plummet through the ancient city. Suffer the trial. Death shall move across the what playful? What is going on? What?
And so it comes to an end.
Whoa!
Now that you have seen what you truly are, you are able to go on and face eternity without fear, without doubt.
What? 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 No, 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 no. No, come on now. There's no way. I'm being crushed, dude. Stop. 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 Oh god. Oh god, I'm dead. I'm dead. That's it, I'm dead. That's it. I'm a goner. Well. I guess that's it. Oh.
This was the best one yet.
What? Are you behind me?
So elaborate. It's just too much.
Is it me?
Enough of this. Get up, Justine.
It's me.
I will find you.
I'm Justine. I knew it. What?
It's already locked, but you can never be too certain.
I guess.
That's me, isn't it? All covered in chains.
Huh? Did I transfer my consciousness or something?
I really should keep this door locked.
Who the fuck am I?
Justine, are you down there? Is everything all right?
Of course, Clarice, I'm quite all right. Is everything ready for tonight?
Yes, the goose is ready any minute now. The guests should be arriving within the hour. Did I hear voices from downstairs?
I certainly hope not.
Oh, silly me.
Yes, silly Clarice.
What? What? Alright. So the base game was pretty, like, not easy to understand because it was so scary, but at least the base game made sense. I have no idea what that was about. Am I just stupid? Like, am I actually just dumb? I feel so clueless. Well, yeah, I mean, like, it was fun. It was more Amnesia. I'm guessing that I can, like, save people and stuff, which is a cool concept. Maybe the ending changes. What I'm gonna look up now. But yeah, the base game was a lot better, in my opinion. I need to know, like, what the fuck even is this?
Hello,
It's the
and
same
welcome
guy.
to the next installment of Law and Order, the video series where I look at and unpack stories from games. In this one, we'll be looking at the story behind the Amnesia short story, Justine. I previously did a video on The Dark Descent. If you haven't seen it, the link is up there, but the link between these two games wasn't really strong enough to include it in that video. There are certain connections though, which we'll discuss in this one. I'll be doing a Machine for Pigs at some point, followed by a video on Amnesia Rebirth, so please keep an eye out for those as well. I know it's an old game and you've probably played it already, but there will be spoilers for The Dark Descent, Justine, obviously, and potentially Rebirth too. But with all that out of the way, let's begin. A young French woman wakes up in a cell in 1858 and, like Daniel in The Dark Descent, cannot remember anything. She has amnesia. She finds a gramophone rigged up to release the cell door upon being played, and the gramophone features the voice of a twisted woman named Justine, who welcomes the young woman to her cabinet of perturbation, her study of the human psyche. She moves into the next room, which appears to be a cell block, and in one of the cells is a man lying down, strapped to a bench. The young woman has a choice: to pull the lever next to his cell, which, whilst providing a ladder to escape the area, would actually serve a double purpose, with the other being a spike which pierces the prisoner's chest. Lucky for this young woman and the prisoner too, she manages to find a ladder and manages to escape while
How?
sparing the man's life.
How could I do that?
As she progresses further through these tests, she finds more grammar.
I tried, I swear.
Justine, as well as 2 more prisoners, one being located behind a wall in the library and another in a cell in the dungeon. She also encounters terrifying monsters known as the Suitors. More on them later on.
Hey,
After
what the
killing
fuck
or
was that?
sparing these men, the young woman, upon escaping the Suitors, hears Justine speaking to her through yet another recording, and the walls begin to close in, and the young woman passes out. The walls stop and reset, and then the young woman comes to and congratulates herself on this one being the best one yet. Turns out that this young woman is Justine, and upon walking up the stairs, her maid states that their guests will soon be arriving for dinner. The game then ends. So, like I said, really short, and that's pretty much it for the plot. As I said, a short game, short plot. But there is lots to discuss and
Yeah,
unpack,
like,
so let's start with Justine.
there was so much shit in it, I feel, that I didn't understand. And why did she do that?
Was a young woman of French aristocracy. Childhood wasn't plain sailing for Justine though, as she suffered from a mental illness, but it's not too clear what that was. As detailed from game notes, Justine only really had one friend, a child named Clarice. They were around the same age.
Clarice was a maid.
Together, despite Clarice being a child of one of the servants. This then led to Clarice being told off by the maids because, at that time, children of nobility wouldn't be allowed to mix with common folk, so to speak. Anyway, Justine's father, Monsieur Florbel, was a renowned and famous psychotherapist. Monsieur Florbel had his own demons though and was very odd himself. Due to his profession, he had a fascination with the human mind and the human psyche, and as a result he chose to perform tests and examinations on his young daughter. Justine and Clarice would no longer play together, and Justine, still a very young child at 8 years old, grew lonely and she had no friends. Justine's mother died when she was very, very young, and she would frequently ask her father what her mother looked like, and her father would tell her that her beauty was blinding. As innocent as this may be, this affected Justine, who developed issues in regard to her own beauty and wanting to be as blindingly beautiful as her late mother. Over the years, and after many failed tests, Justine and her father became estranged. She would eventually come to develop into a complete narcissistic psychopath. She would ultimately end up murdering her father at 10 years of age using the family's star-shaped soapstone, basically like an orb.
I can still see him, lying there on the floor. He looked so surprised.
That I got.
The star-shaped soapstone stained by his blood fell to the floor with a sonorous thud. Blame me not, for I was but a child. With careful ambition, I dared a smile. Rest in peace, Papa.
She would go on to inherit the family estate, but this was just the beginning. So after her father died, Justine kind of followed in her father's footsteps. Key difference here though was that Justine's father wanted to research mental illness and to find ways of treating it, but Justine, well, she turned it into a torture chamber and named it her cabinet of perturbation. If you aren't aware, the definition of perturbation is an anxiety or a mental uneasiness. How fitting. At some point, Justine began a relationship with a young man named Alois Racine, who was the son of a nobleman called Lucius Racine. Alois actually had a family and a career, but sacrificed both in favour of pursuing an affair with Justine. Alois just wasn't interested in Justine though, he was infatuated with her. But Alois wasn't enough for the narcissistic Justine, who was also in relationships with 2 other men. Scandalous. These 2 men were Basile Giroux and Malo de Vigny. All 3 men were very much aware of what Justine was up to. She would play them off against each other, manipulating them, but despite this, they all continued to vie for her affection. In one particular newspaper article, we see that Malo de Vigny was a virtuoso violinist who was performing but was heavily intoxicated and as a result was booed off stage. Justine, in standard Justine fashion, found this highly amusing and had her 2 friends, Alois and Basile, carry Malo off the stage after he had collapsed. I highly suspect that poor Malo de Vigny wasn't intoxicated. He was drugged by Justine, who was so depraved and unstable, though she wanted to watch the young man destroy his own career. Now these 3 men would love her, but of course, she didn't love them back at all. The men would all react differently to Justine's games. Alois remained infatuated with Justine due to his obsessive fixation on her. He would offer to cut himself and even kill one of the other men, Basile. But what was his reason for him wanting to kill and hurt Basile? Well, Basile reacted very differently to Alois. He grew tired of Justine's games after she replaced his wine with absinthe, and demanded to be let go after she had tied him up. In true Kuchisaki honor fashion, she asked Basil how beautiful she is. Remember how Justine has a fixation on her being as beautiful as her mother was? Well, since her father told her that her mother's beauty was blinding, she expected this as an answer, but poor Basil didn't give her the answer she wanted, so she blinded him. What the fuck? Then we get to Mallow. After
Yeah.
constant manipulation
Makes sense.
by Justine, the fragile Mallow had basically gone completely and utterly
Like,
insane.
I did that.
These three men had unknowingly become Justine's test subjects and were imprisoned in her cabinet of perturbation. She would go on to
Right.
torture them and mutilate them, disfiguring them, and then these three would become known as the Suitors.
Oh.
We see in the game that, aside from the Suitors, there were three victims. Just there, rigged up, and waiting for Justine to wake up from her amnesia potion-induced slumber. Let's find out who these three unfortunate souls were. First off, it's stated in the game, fairly early on, that Justine somehow had enough charisma to manipulate the chief of police in Calais. So much so that he would shut down any request to pursue Justine. The request had initially come from Alois's father, Lucien. It seems that Justine's manipulation of the chief of police ran deep, so not even a nobleman could force an investigation into Justine. Lucien was angry that Justine had led his son astray, and so he sent a letter to an Inspector Marot and recommended that a Dr. Victor Fournier, an expert in the human psyche, as Dr. Fournier seems to have found a way to legally incarcerate Justine under the reasoning of insanity and being a hysteric. Also enlisted to help was Father Hector David. It didn't go well. Justine somehow managed to abduct these three men, and these are the three prisoners or hostages that the player encounters in the Cabinet of Perturbation. Then, as we know, Justine let her suitors go free, shut herself in a cell and gave herself amnesia, leading to the events of the game.
But why? Why would you do that to yourself? I don't get
In the
it.
game, it's revealed that
Yeah,
much
multi-use.
like Daniel, Justine wiped her own memory. But unlike Daniel, who wiped his memory in order to forget the atrocities he'd committed under the influence of Alexander, Justine
Right.
seemed to do this only in order to see how she reacted to her Cabinet of Perturbation,
Hmm.
to assess her own psyche and how she would react to her own tests.
That is
Justine
absolutely
did the
fucking
experiment
crazy.
because she wanted to work out if her being sadistic and twisted was from something related to her childhood or whether she was just simply born to be sadistic. The words in the hallway triggered something in her brain despite the amnesia, and she ended the game sadistic again, even after sparing everyone. She says this was the best one yet. She gets a kick out of being evil. Also, when Justine tortured Basil and blinded him, he vowed to kill her. Here is how that conversation went.
Speak into the phonograph, Basil, mon chéri.
What did you put into the wine?
Absinthe, silly Basil. Strong men like you don't drink wine. Wine is for helpless women, like myself.
My head. What is this thing? Get me out. I'm not up for your games.
No! You have to say it first. How beautiful am I?
Plenty. Now let me out of this thing.
No! That is not what you say.
Your beauty is blinding. Ah! My eyes! What have you done to my eyes? Justine, this isn't funny. You've blinded me.
Ha ha! Can't catch me now.
I'll kill you, you whore!
Justine knew that letting her suitors loose would pose a direct threat to her, much like Basil, who, as we've just heard, vowed
Yeah.
to kill her. And I guess because she tortured and mutilated them all, that's why they all wanted to kill her in the Cabinet of Perturbation. If Justine managed to find all of her father's letters in the library, she would then tell her maid to respond to them, telling them that she is still alive. At the end, after she'd locked the door, sealing in her suitors, it's revealed through a conversation with Clarisse, who remember was her childhood friend, who is now her maid, that Justine has invited members of the French aristocracy to dinner, and we all know what for. Whether Justine ever answered for her crimes isn't known. So despite this being set around the same time period as the Dark Descent, and the location in which the game takes place being similar in appearance to Castle Brennenburg, the story takes place somewhere in France, and there's not much of a story connection to the Dark Descent. There is only one real link. Recall when Daniel came back from the expedition in Algeria with the broken orb, and also that he sent letters out to various professionals seeking help with it? Well, Monsieur Flaubel was one of those people. Daniel found Flaubel's name inside Professor Herbert's address book. Herbert had initially written to Monsieur Flaubel in preparation for the Algeria expedition, asking him to vouch for them in regard to their passage into Algeria. Her father also wrote to Professor Thurston Herbert and said that his research failed and he now must focus on repairing the fractured and broken relationship with his daughter. But this didn't happen because, as we've already discussed, Justine killed her father before that could even happen. But that is it for this video. Like I said earlier, I will be doing videos on both A Machine for Pigs and Amnesia Rebirth, so subscribe if you're not already so you don't miss out. Leave a like and a comment down below, it really does help this video travel through the Mystic algorithm. But for now, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.
Alright, that makes more sense. It does make more sense. But yeah, it was pretty difficult to understand, I think. I guess that's the deal with it. I wasn't like paying that much attention to when I was reading and stuff. I think I could have maybe figured it out. I was a smart boy, but I'm not. I'm just a silly boy. So, but yeah, that was the whole game. Maybe I'll do some custom stories. Find some good ones. Or maybe I'll play the sequels. Because I know there's Rebirth, right? Then there's no Machine for Pigs and Rebirth. So many games I gotta play, man. So many games. Well, that's all the time I had today. All the time I had today. So we'll see if I can stream a little bit tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Bye.